Hello, everybody. Johnny Jetrod, the Patriot here. So here's the latest. Hillary Clinton has called half of all Trump supporters a basket full of deplorables. Now, the proper definition of deplorable is deserving of strong condemnation. She also called us unredeemable. So, in my mind, she's saying that Americans who support Donald Trump have suddenly become so un-American that we cannot be redeemed back to an American state, which in my mind, both of those statements are not only hypocritical, and I'll prove it here in a minute, but that means that she's a bigot and she is the one who is deplorable. Let me just point out a real few quick things that I know about her. Some of just many, which will illustrate the fact that she is the deplorable one and a bigot. Let me check my list real quick. Okay, she supported the overthrow of the Gaddafi regime, which now ISIS dominates the entire country. They've got control of some of the best oil in the world now. ISIS does. She supported the Al Qaeda affiliate in Nigeria, the Boko Haram, who oppressed women, who kidnapped over 200 to 300 schoolgirls, and nobody knows where they're at right now. She was fired from the Watergate Committee for violating the rules of the House, the rules of the committee, and here's the best one: the rules of confidentiality. You see, Hillary Clinton's had a problem with confidentiality all the way back to the Watergate scandal. So she was fired from the Watergate Committee for all those things right there. And she was also conspiring to violate the Constitution. Because you see, Hillary Clinton is a globalist. She doesn't respect our Constitution, and she thinks it should not apply to Americans because she doesn't believe in our way of life. And I'm going to illustrate that to you right now. Hillary Clinton did a thesis in college on Saul Alinsky, and she chose to hold his ideology as her own. If you don't know who Saul Alinsky is, look it up. He wrote the book called Rules for Radicals. What his ideology is communist rule, and there's also another thing about that. In those 8 steps to communist rule are written in this book of Rules for Radicals that Saul Alinsky wrote, that Hillary Clinton admires so much. And I could explain it in real short terms, but I did another video on that. But there's 8 steps to communist rule in that book. And anyway, she chose to hold that for her own. I'll explain all that as we go along here, but I'm trying to be quick about this. Oh, Margaret Sanger. Yeah, here's a good one. For all you people who don't like abortion, Margaret Sanger is the founder of Planned Parenthood. And Hillary Clinton said she admires Margaret Sanger, supports everything that she does, right? Okay, Hillary Clinton is also well connected to George Soros, an admitted globalist, an ex-Nazi. This man has been instrumental in the takedown of 6 different countries' financial system. He supported basically civil war in 3 different European countries. He is the biggest supporter and financial supporter of the BLM movement here in America, which in my mind is a farce, and it's a false movement that is just basically justifying its means by social justice, which has been proven over and over again that their theory on what's happening with their supposed community is really just untrue. And the founder of the Black Lives Matter group is on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. If you don't believe me, just look this up. This woman is a convicted terrorist, domestic terrorist. She's on the FBI 10 most wanted list. All right. Hillary Clinton supports these people. She had their people come up on stage during her rally. She had the mother of a convicted cop killer come up on the stage. She had the mother of Michael Brown come up on stage, who we all know was a thug, a drug dealer. He tried to beat up a cop. He was a huge man. He tried to take the cop's gun, and the cop killed him. Now, she called that police brutality. I'm sorry, I just don't agree. Many people might not agree with me, but in my viewpoint, I don't agree. Okay. Now, Hillary Clinton called Assad a different kind of leader, a reformer. Now, here's a man who basically committed genocide on his own people with chemical weapons, and now his country is in ruins with a massive civil war that's just going on and on for years and years and years, and his people are spreading all over the world, and the world's having to take the financial burden, not to mention the spiritual burden and this conflict that keeps rising and never goes away between two religious factions, Christianity and Islam, which is now spreading everywhere with these migrants. But Hillary Clinton supports that, and she wants to bring in an additional 550% of these migrants who we all know we can't properly vet, who we all know don't have proper paperwork, who we all know we don't even know exactly who they are, and we can't depend on the UN's vetting process because it's a broken process. We know that ISIS has said that they are going to plant their terrorists with the migrants who are coming to this country. We know that migrants were committing terrorist acts in Europe. We know that the migration in Europe has created a horrible uprising. We know that President Obama has already authorized some 10,000 of them. If we allow Hillary Clinton to support the 550% increase of these migrants, we could potentially have 1 million or more of these people in our country, and possibly 2 to 3 million over a 3 to 4 year period of time. And we know that creates problems. We can't vet these people. It's an irresponsible action. It's not a safe option for America. That's my opinion. We know from history. We learn from history. Okay. Hillary Clinton has come up with one of the most ridiculous statements in history. She said that the alternative right is basically run by President Putin, who she can't even confirm that. You know what? I'm part of the alt-right. Check this out. If I'm being controlled by President Putin, where's my Kremlin paycheck? That's what I want to know. Where's my Kremlin paycheck? Ha! Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton supported this deal with Iran, this nuclear deal with Iran, and she supported that 100%. She signed off on the deal. It could possibly give them a path to nuclear weapons. And the leader of Iran, the president of Iran, has been quoted to say, Islam will dominate the tops of the highest mountains. That's what he said. Now, why is she doing that? Because she has a globalist agenda. If you think about what's happening, what she's doing, and her position on many things, here we go. Here's another example. Her Clinton Foundation receives millions and millions and millions of dollars from countries like Saudi Arabia, who support who support against the rights, basic human rights of women. She takes millions and millions of dollars from them, but then she claims that she supports women and she supports their rights and she wants to help them. Okay, well, what about the Clinton Foundation pay inequality that she claims she wants to help straighten out in America, but yet a woman at the Clinton Foundation for the same work, same job title, same amount of work as a man, a woman at the Clinton Foundation gets paid 38% less than a man at Clinton Foundation, but she claims she's for pay equality. Okay. Now that we're talking about the Clinton Foundation, here we go with Hillary Clinton again. Now, Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation say that they're humanitarian, say that they help to try to help the world. Here's one example of how they're not. After Haiti's economic break from this natural disaster that they had over there, people were starving, people were dying, diseases was rampant, no water, no running water, millions and millions of people were displaced. She takes donations and decides to donate it to Haiti to help for economic relief and humanitarian relief, and it was a very large donation. I'm talking tens of millions of dollars. But in the end, what happened was the Clinton Foundation kept 90% of the donation to Haiti. We're talking $1.2 billion that they promised. They kept 90% of it for the Clinton Foundation. 10% actually went to Haiti. The 90% that they kept was in administrative costs, associated costs, transaction fees, and other outrageous expenditures. It's been proven she robbed the Haitian people by doing that, by promising them so much and then not giving it to them. It's crazy. Hillary Clinton email scandal, right? Okay. She deleted over 30,000 emails with whatever that stuff's called. There's supposed to be something you can put in a computer that totally wipes it clean and you can't recover anything. What is she trying to hide here? What is she trying to hide? FBI Director Comey confirmed 6 different things that she lied about. The work-related emails being returned to the State Department. Her lawyers not actually going through all these emails that they supposedly deleted. Her saying that classified information was not on the emails when in fact it was. There was 110 different email chains that were linked to several different people from Hillary Clinton that had classified, top secret, and secret information on it. It was clearly marked. She was called extremely careless by the FBI Director Comey, who in my opinion, I think she should have been prosecuted for that. But we all know the Democrat Loretta Lynch, Attorney General, will never do that. She will never do that. Never. So there you go again. Hillary Clinton deserving of strong condemnation. I'm telling you, this list I've got right here of all these things that I hold against Hillary Clinton and her past and her judgment and her lack of foresight and knowledge and all these horrible deals that she made, especially one that affected me in a very personal way. Her choice to go against the Buy American option during the NAFTA agreement. We all thought NAFTA was going to be a beautiful thing for North America, and it turned out to be one of the major disasters of this country. NAFTA destroyed this country's economy, wiped out entire sectors of manufacturing. She chose to go against the Buy American option to help pay for this. And she chose to take and accept the money from China to help pay for that. This is crazy. This is crazy. She made a deal that enabled Mexico and China, who imports stuff into Mexico, who gave them technology, and then we're dealing with Mexico and shipping jobs to Mexico and shipping jobs to Canada and shipping jobs to South America during this NAFTA agreement, and all it did was destroy our economy. We lost everything in the end, and these other people just boomed, and that's it. And then she said, so that's her going against the American worker. And then she said on several occasions that in her first 100 days of office, if she becomes elected president, which I personally believe that she never will be president because she's hated by so many people and she can't be trusted. But she has said in her first 100 days of office that she will sign a bill into law that will essentially give 22 million illegal aliens automatic citizenship in this country, which disrespects, which goes against our constitutional law, which disrespects every single immigrant who followed the legal process to come into this country. And I think that she's doing that because she knows that they will vote Democrat. Look, I'm not against migrating to this country. I'm not against immigration. I'm not. I believe that immigrants are part of the very fabric of this country, but I believe that it needs to be done in a legal way. Now, do I agree with both candidates' option for these illegal immigrants? No. My choice would be something a little bit different, okay? But I don't know that there is a perfect solution, all right? But I know one thing, Hillary Clinton's solution, in my mind, is not only morally wrong, it's constitutionally wrong, and it's a complete and total disrespect for every American citizen and every immigrant who came in the legal way. This is my idea of what immigration should be. If we're going to deal with these illegal immigrants, we need to go ahead and find a way to stop the illegal passage of the border immediately, and then the ones that are already here without a criminal record who are working and contributing to American society should be given a path to citizenship, but they should not have automatic citizenship. You understand what I'm saying? There ought to be something that they need to do in order to become a citizen without having to just be deported. But I don't believe it ought to be automatic. So my view on the thing is somewhere in between what Hillary Clinton wants and what Donald Trump wants. Now, is this idea or this idea perfect? Is my idea perfect? No. It's a complicated situation. I understand that. But my first thing is that we need to stop the immigrants from coming into this country illegally first. Then we can deal with the people who are already here in a humane way and in a justifiable way so that we can continue this process legally. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now, anyway, I can just go on and on and on. I've been on for about 20 minutes here against Hillary Clinton because she said that we're deplorable. This list is a mile long. It's just crazy. You know, the things that she does, the things that she says, the way that she hates America, the way that she pushes her globalist agenda. It's crazy. And then she's going to call us, the Trump supporters, who love this country, who are American patriots, who wish to do things to bring this country back on track where it needs to be and put Americans first. Because, hey, that's what it needs to be. It needs to be Americans first. We need to help the American worker. We need to help people with the taxes. We need to put people back to work. We need to build our economy. We need to stop shipping our jobs overseas. We need to kick the special interest out of Washington. We need to give people a tax break so that it can boost our economy. There are so many things that we need to do right now in this country. We need to build our military up. We need to destroy our enemy instead of just tit for tat bombing and air raids. That's crazy. If we're going to fight this freaking war, we need to fight this war and kill them suckers once and for all. That's my opinion. I feel very strongly about that. And Hillary Clinton calls us a bunch of deplorables deserving of strong condemnation. I'll say Hillary Clinton is the one who deserves strong condemnation for her anti-American agenda, her globalist agenda, her willingness to destroy the American economy, to put us under UN rule, to be funded by, subsidized by other countries. Just look at the TPP agreement. TPP, that she called the gold standard. Do you know that only 5% of the actual agreement has anything to do with trade and trade deals? The rest of the document gives other countries that are involved with the TPP agreement power and control over our infrastructure, our health system, our taxes, our Federal Reserve interest rates, our government, our doggone way of life will change dramatically if we enter into this TPP agreement, because there will be certain things that we want to do on our own land that we will not be able to do, such as building a new highway, building a new pipeline, building a new hospital, changing our healthcare system. All those types of things will fall into the TPP agreement, and we will be unable to make changes in those areas, and those are just a few, without the permission and authority from other countries that are involved with the TPP agreement. We will not even be able to raise our own minimum wage according to the TPP agreement without the consent and okay from the other countries that are involved with the TPP agreement. If you don't know what this thing is about, you need to do your research on it. And Hillary Clinton called this thing the gold standard. Don't you understand that Hillary Clinton wants to give away American sovereignty? She wants America to be destroyed. She doesn't believe in our way of life. She is pushing for a one world government. She supports the North American Union, which basically gives North America, which includes Canada, United States, and Mexico, to be governed by one government, one set of rules, and that's it. Very similar to what happens in Europe with their EU and all those countries over there having their sovereignty taken away by joining this EU, and all their choices and freedoms are governed by unelected officials. Do you want that in North America? I don't. I do not want that, because I'm a red-blooded American patriot. I love this country. I love my liberty, my freedom, my choice to pursue happiness, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. My freedom of movement, my freedom of choice, my unalienable God-given rights that I enjoy and protect and will stand for and believe in till the day I die, because this is my country and I love this country, and I will never, ever change my mind about that. This is the greatest country on earth. And she will destroy this country. So yes, Hillary Clinton is the deplorable one, deserving of strong condemnation. Thank you.